Right, so Petrol announces car's red. I don't think it is. That's pink.
What? No, it's definitely red.
Right, we'll see when it's daytime. Count us in.
3, 2, 1, go!
Well, it's sort of a rosé... No, it's not. It's neither. It's a sort of red with pink hues. No, that's definitely red in that light. Never mind, I take it back.
And do you know what else
What are we
it is?
doing?
It's a 370Z.
What am I in?
An Evo X.
10. Yes.
It's named
It's
after the
Roman
thing
for-
that was formerly Twitter.
I've got three intakes in the roof, and many circular lights. And a wing that probably does something?
You're also all-wheel drive, which is just better. And you
Yes.
have more doors.
I thought a 370 was a convertible.
It's available as a convertible,
Ooh!
but not in
Why
this
aren't you
game.
in that then? Ah, that'll be why. So, here's my assessment of the situation. I don't like the Z cars. I think they're horrible. The new one's nice, but they just look ridiculous. They're like... People make jokes about the TT being a hair salon car. The 370Z's worse. 350 in particular. Evo 10 is just for idiots. It's a good car, but it's for idiots.
Well, it's for people who bought the wrong Evo.
That as well. Also known as idiots. And if you're going to have a sports car, have it as a convertible.
Yeah, for some reason, almost all 350s and 370s I see are not convertible.
At which
You barely
point...
ever see convertible ones.
Yeah, well, you live in England. That'll
Yeah, where
probably be
more
why.
convertibles are sold than anywhere else in the world.
I take it back, it isn't the Evo drivers who are idiots.
I sort of don't dislike the Z cars, I just don't like them. There's nothing
I do
wrong with
dislike
them.
them.
They're just a bit... They're sort of just like one up from being as boring as an MX-5. They're just slightly more interesting, but not very.
They're like an MX-5, but less good looking. And that's coming from someone who thinks that the MX-5 is exceedingly boring. Especially the original ones.
Less good looking, but faster.
Yes, because they're not a well, some of them are. The 350 is a
Yeah, this
horrible
is
piece
even
of
worse
design.
than
It
the
looks like an
350.
Audi TT if it were designed by people who were trying to describe an Audi TT through a fax machine. But not using pictures, using like a language that no one understands. To be clear, I don't like the Audi TT either. This is basically a summary of cars I don't like, and I'm trying to... Yes.
Yes, but which do we dislike the most?
I like the Evo.
Well, yeah, I like the Evo. I meant out of the other things. We seem to have talked about many
Which-
cars that aren't these.
Yes. Where are you?
I'm amongst aeroplanes. Yeah, I think what
didn't
we've
follow the route
concluded
and I'm miles ahead.
is we both prefer the Evo, but we both prefer a different Evo.
Yes.
I don't know which
And
one.
if we'd have a
as long
Z
as
car,
it's
we'd have a
older than that.
convertible.
Yes.
I think the Mitsubishi Evo 6 is one to have. Or a 7 if you don't want to be completely ridiculous. Actually, no, I wouldn't, because I'd have a Subaru. Because you can have about 10 Subarus for the price of one of these.
We've not done Subaru versus this.
No, because my Subaru's blue, not red.
Ah.
Petrol! As we're here, let's have a drag race despite this being untraditional to do it at this point. Your car is tiny.
Yeah, but it's also huge compared to the 350. I think the Evo 10 is a massive car, though.
I've just noticed something. I bet the rear bumper of a 370 could be interchanged with a 350. They're identical. Just the lower part of it.
There.
The back of that car looks identical to the 350.
Apart from the horrible lights they put on this one.
Count us in anyway before we
3,
continue
2,
complaining.
1, go!
Right, this is. I think we've done this drag race before as a short, and the outcome was very interesting.
Yeah, so it was also on a shorter drag strip,
Yes.
which made it
So this
closer,
is-
I think.
we know at about this point the Nissan is ahead. Will the Evo catch up? It won't, because it's...
No, because once this is ahead, it pulls away.
What speed are you doing?
157.
141. Oh, but I also die if I... Oh, I die even more violently than you did.
Ah.
Right, we should do something else. It's 1-1. What's... Both of these cars are Japanese, therefore we shall do something Japanese. Petrol, go for it.
Oh, we're doing street racing.
I've just noticed something else I don't like about this car. The rims. I just don't suit it at all. Petrol, come here. You need to have a look at these. Wait, right,
There's a truck.
oh, there's things. I feel like they're too small.
I quite like those.
What? Right, goodbye. Why does your car have a bunch of dots on its eyes? It's like those fake eyelashes that people used to have.
Oh. Well, I suppose it matches the drivers.
Oh, Ryland Clark.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I bet he'd have a 370.
Ah!
Oh!
Oh, I've hit some pebbles and died. Oh, there's a Z4 here. I'd much prefer to have that.
Right, you can have an off-roading... Well, no, it's not an off-road. It's a rally vehicle and it gets murdered by pebbles. Where is the logic in that?
Did they actually use the Evo 10 in rallying? Did they not sort of...
No, but people pretend they did. Because there's a bunch of sort of people who bought one and then built it to do rallying.
Ah.
I like the new Nissan Z. I'd have that over both of these.
Yeah, so I also quite like that. It's a shame you can only have it in America land.
What? Why?
Or possibly
really?
somewhere in... You can't have it here anyway, because
I'm sure I've seen one, but I can imagine them doing that. Maybe you can only have the Maybe you can only have the Nissan Z there, and here it's called the Nissan Z.
I know in England you can't get them. I don't know if it's the same for all of Europe.
Is that because it's a petrol car? Is it a petrol car? It's electric,
possibly. No, I don't think.
It's petrol.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was just Nissan being unhelpful more than anything.
I see. They didn't want to rear steer drive swap it.
Yeah.
Petrol's now 2-0 up somehow. Well, actually, I know how because I was complaining rather than driving. Do you want to go rallying so that we've done something my car would be good at?
Yes. And that would also give your car more points, which I'd be happier with.
I have a question.
Excellent.
Do you happen to know which wheels are driven on a Honda E?
Oh. Well, I would imagine the front ones, but...
So do I, but if it happens to be all of them, I'd have that over both of these. I think that is the perfect alternative, the best of both worlds. Statement to end all statements.
I wouldn't.
Or you could have a BRZ.
I would also rather have either of these than one of those.
What about a GR86?
Is that not the same thing?
I've stumbled on the answer. The real best of both worlds. The GR Celica. No, not the GR Celica. Although they are allegedly bringing that back, actually. They have actually filed for GR Celica.
That would be brilliant.
But I meant the GR Yaris. By the time this video comes out, there might be a GR Celica. Well, that's it.
I wonder if they'll make it themselves or if they'll get BMW to do it.
These cars are just not very interesting. The problem with the Mitsubishi is it's just good. It's fine. It's a bit heavy. It's a bit underpowered, but it's fine.
Yeah.
There's not really much to talk about it.
This isn't that bad to drive, it's just a bit ugly and a bit heavy.
Would you have this or a Monaro? Would you have a 370Z or a Monaro?
Monaro. Monaros are just funny.
You could have a Holden Maloo.
Yeah.
This has evolved into what car would you rather have than a Nissan Z? The 370Z. It's not even worth talking about the Evo, because why would you have an Evo 10? You'd have an earlier Evo or a Subaru.
You'd either have an earlier Evo or a later Z.
Yes. So we found out that 2010 is the dark ages of Nissans and Mitsubishis. I'm quite fast off-road.
So am I.
I feel like, again, it's Forza, not the car. Get out of the way! No, I crashed! There's another one, another Evo less. Right, well, it's 3-1 to petrol.
Ah.
Despite us doing a rally challenge.
And both preferring the car that lost.
Yes. Although us preferring the car that loses is common.
And that brings an end to today's challenge. As ever, do go and check out Fail's channel, which will be linked in the description. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with the next one very soon.